Hey everyone, welcome to another Stonehearth Desktop Tuesday. Last week we talked a bit about our new roadmap, how it's now based around gameplay missions rather than features, and how it visually grows out of our old roadmap to express the continent of coming work, both known and unknown, that we anticipate is yet before us on our Stonehearth journey. This week I'd like to dive deeper into why we changed our roadmap structure and what this means for our team and for the features we've been looking forward to up to this point, like the Northern Alliance or Glaciers or multiplayer. Writing a roadmap for ourselves has been a great opportunity to answer some questions for ourselves about our team's speed. So let's just address that head on. What is up with the current speed of Stonehearth's development? Both on our team itself and among some of you in the community, we know that it's easy to feel like our progress has slowed way down since Alpha 19, even though everyone is working as hard as they can each day. So why is this, and how did it happen? There are a couple answers to this question. One is that we've grown the team a lot, not just in size, but in terms of specializations. As I mentioned last January, this requires us to find new ways of working together. More communication has meant a longer development cycle in exchange for higher quality art, code, and design output. Another answer is that gameplay infrastructure work requires us to touch lots of systems. As we add each system, the work grows in complexity and development time given the number of other systems already in the game. Finally, the roadmap-related answer to the question is that we've pivoted our goals to be gameplay-focused instead of feature-focused. So if you're used to tracking our progress in terms of features, it's natural that it looks like our progress is very slow. As I've covered in previous Desktop Tuesdays, we started this pivot last August when our team began to work on endgame content. We were incredibly excited about this. We had just shipped the engineer, who introduced siege mechanics, and we were set to do 3 titans, the Magmasmith, the Geomancer, and the Northern Alliance, all by Christmas. We were pumped because we'd been looking forward to making this content for 3 years, and we'd felt like we'd finally fixed enough bugs to make the game stable enough to really enjoy. Here's the problem. As we got deeper and deeper into Titans, which we wanted to be epic, unique entities that you had to defeat in various ways, we realized that we were essentially writing 3 different minigames that would bolt on to the end of your Stonehearth experience. We didn't want this. We wanted Titans to feel like the epic conclusion to all of your previous hard work. We wanted you to have lots of different ways of defeating them, but nothing we designed felt like it built satisfactorily on the systems that already existed. At the same time, you were giving us feedback about the engineer, about how it felt bolted on, and about how it didn't really contribute significantly to the complexity or the balance of combat. These 2 things seemed related, but we weren't sure as a team how to fix the problem. It was time to get some outside help. After taking feedback from you on our forums, and from professional game system designers with credits ranging from SimCity to Bioshock Infinite, we realized that Stonehearth was great at evoking a mood of warmth and coziness, but its fundamental gameplay loop needed to be a lot richer than it was in order to support a satisfying and emotional and tactical conclusion. Previously, we developed all of our simulations in silos. Building, farming, trading, all were separate systems that did not interact with each other. All the system designers we spoke to were in unanimous agreement. We needed to tie them together through a unified system that would provide micro-goals and moments of challenge and celebration throughout the game's arc. Designer Richard spoke most precisely about this, so we asked him to come on board and pave our way forward. He started with the Hearthling mood system, which is set up to be the mechanism by which your Hearthlings will give you feedback on all the systems in the game and how you might want to optimize them. The trait system enhances it by allowing Hearthlings to give you feedback on different aspects of the game based on their inclinations, and the coming conversation system will celebrate the things that you've accomplished and experienced, all from your Hearthling's point of view. Gameplay system work isn't as showy as terrain or water, and it won't pay its full dividends until every system you see in the above roadmap is revisited to match. However, without it, any new system we add will feel bolted onto the experience, and will not contribute to a satisfying end state. We still want to get to things like the Northern Alliance or Titans or Glaciers, but we've learned through hard experience that we need to do foundational system work before that stuff will feel satisfying. From your perspective, if there's a brand new feature, we hear a lot about fishing, for example, that you'd like to propose for the game, we still want to hear about it, along with what gameplay goal that you think it best satisfies. If it helps, think not just about what will make the game better, but why it does and how it does. The same thing is true for features like multiplayer, which we have talked about, but that don't yet appear as their own missions or in the roadmap graphic. If you don't see multiplayer on the roadmap right now, it's because we're still exploring what gameplay goal we think it best satisfies. Is it a chance to chill with friends, a chance to crush your rivals, or a chance for team creative expression? In the case of multiplayer in particular, we'd like to hear how you imagine yourself playing it, which will influence the prototypes and explorations we're making. Expect to see multiplayer on the map when we figure out exactly how we want it to make the game better, and once we've verified for ourselves that it has a chance of being successful at this. So back to the roadmap. You can see from our many proposed roadmap items that this roadmap represents a ton of work, and the way we plan to update reflects the fact that we don't yet know what all that work is going to be. Suffice to say, making Stonehearth satisfying is going to take a long time. Years. It turns out that making a good game is even harder than making a game with tons of flashy features. However, as a team, we're confident that this pivot towards gameplay represents a path to a stronger, better, more enjoyable Stonehearth. We may not have a final ship date for you, but with this roadmap, as with all of our other updates, we pledge to be as transparent with our process as possible so that you can be just as informed as we are about when we'll finish. As always, thanks for taking this journey with us. Since starting to work on Stonehearth, our lives have changed multiple times, and we're grateful to be sharing these moments with all of you. And that's it for this week. Please share your thoughts here in the comments or on our forum at discourse.stonehearth.net. You can also share with us directly during our development streams, which you can find on www.twitch.tv/Stonehearth every Thursday at 6 p.m. This week, we're also doing our quarterly Europe update stream on Wednesday, May 10th at 8:30 a.m. PST. See you there, and see you next week!